Hey everyone, Black Oxy right here. Remember, smash that like button and smash subscribe. Let's grow this channel if you like the content that I'm giving you, because you know I do it for the likes. Let's talk about Babes Wodumo and Mampintsha Saga. But I'm not going to talk about it in the way that everybody else has been talking about it. I want to go more nuanced. I want to go more deep, because to me, this bothers me. Yes, this is another rant about this whole scenario. So guys, what I want to talk about as I'm going to give you my intro into this issue is, I just want to talk, I don't really care about Babes Wodumo. I really don't care about Mampintsha. I don't know them, and nor do it bothers me their personal issues. It's their personal issues, let them sort them out. Hoopa. However, the reason I'm talking about them and the reason I'm mentioning it is because it brings to the forefront one of the biggest issues, and it's a touchy issue for me: abuse. Alleged, correct abuse, wrong abuse, abuse. So, first let's get this matter of Babes Wodumo and Mampintsha out the way. You guys have got the reports, you know the information. I'm not gonna rehash what you already know for the sake of repeating the same information. Other things I'm gonna highlight which I didn't notice, which no one really pointed out for whatever reason, is Babes Wodumo is 24, Mampintsha is 36. I don't have any issue with the age gap. Nah, 12 years, so what? There's bigger age gaps out there. She's 24, she's 36. If they hooked up, so what? They both are consenting adults. The issue I have is, apparently, allegedly, presumably, other blees, right? They've been together for 7 years. Now, she's 24, right? He's 36. 7 years ago, give me a moment. I gotta do my calculations here. So, she was 17, if my math serves me right. 17. He was 29. What does that remind me of? I see nothing wrong, right, with this little bump and grinding. I see nothing wrong. I wish I could see something wrong, you know, because my mind is telling me no, but my body, you know, it's the greatest, you know. If she was still in high school when they were still together, clearly she has not matured. That's not the problem I have, right? The dynamics of the relationship, you need to take into context this whole situation. For her to be in the situation where she now claims abuse and she's laying charges and all that fancy stuff, where now is to pay for bail, you need to also take in consideration his defense. You cannot dispute it because it's a hearsay, she say. What you must understand, as I said, is if these two have been going at it for many years, that's one thing you take consideration. However, this is not the actual issue. Also, you can be together with a person for years and they can still be abusive to you, and it's still wrong that he does it. The problem that I really have with this is they really love controversy, these couples. This is not the first time allegations of abuse has come up. Obviously, the reason now it's been amped up is there's an actual video of Mampintsha hitting her. Is he right by hitting her? Of course not. Never hit anyone. And I mean, never hit anyone unless it's self-defense. I don't care what genitalia you have.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Whether you have boobs the size of Mount Kilimanjaro, or whether you have a flat chest, whether you have balls or you have a vagina, it does not matter. The true equality for women people is you treat a woman like you treat anyone else. For example, you treat another dude. That's true equality. That's true feminism. If a woman hits you and it hurts and you can defend yourself by hitting her back, hit her back. I'm sorry. Same thing. So for example, just think of it this way. If a guy did it to you, would you still do it? If the answer is yes, then you're consistent, you're not being sexist or misogynistic. Anyways, moving on, that's not what I'm gonna cry about. Now, if Mampintsha's an old dude and she's a young chick, she's clearly immature. You can tell, you can see by her actions. They've been broadcasting their life on the internet for quite a long time, because now people can actually see she's a provocateur. She's hurt people, and there's alleged that people saying Babes Wodumo is a terrible person to deal with, especially when she's drunk. That plays a role. there are women and men, when they drink, they become very, very unbearable. We need to take that in consideration in this context, guys. Biggest issue that I have with this whole conflict is that it messes with abuse. It really messes with abuse. There's a bigger problem here we have in abuse, especially in this country, when men are feeling very entitled about how they treat their women. And that is a big thing. Listen guys, whether you like to admit it or not, women are abused terribly in this country. On average, the stats are out and all that stuff. You can even Google it yourself. Look at the crime statistics. Women are overwhelmingly abused, raped. So when Babes Wodumo evokes these emotions, she better have a story right. She cannot mess with this thing and make it another PR stunt for their own benefit. That's what really pisses me off, because abuse of women is a real thing. And here's my problem with it, is that we're not dealing with this in an appropriate manner, where we need to channel the energies of finding out why is there abuse happening in this relationship. We're too quick to throw stones at Mampintsha and saying, oh, you wrong, you dirty dog, you. We're quick to do that. But we don't take in consideration that whole context. Because what Babes Wodumo is doing, she's actually undermining and demeaning the real, truly hurt women who are abused. Because think about it this way. Look at Babes Wodumo's antics before this whole incident. It's not the first time she's embroiled herself in controversy. This is another chapter in the long saga of these things. The woman who's truly abused will see this. She will see videos like mine, perhaps, or other videos, and perceive it as we are attacking women who are abused, but it's not the case. The issue is the woman who's abused, his case is now being undermined by a woman who basically is in a privileged position, who's just playing the victim card because it suits her narrative for now. When that woman who's truly abused, when she tries to reach out, she can't, because her partner, who either at first emotionally abused her verbally by saying, look at what Babes Wodumo, you think people are going to believe you? Never, woman. That's not going to happen. Look at you, you're a piece of cloth, dish rag. Nobody would care. She's done, she's killed, she does no comfort. She can't get out, or worse. She finally plucks up the courage. She goes, she reports. Cases are open. Cops come investigate. But then her friends and family, the men's friends and family, maybe her friends and family try to support. But we know for a fact families of women who are abused can also come in, especially married women. They come in and say, child, drop that charge, talk to it, let's talk it within the family, let's get it sorted out. And that's the bigger narrative that's more we should focus on. This is the biggest issue, not the fact that some provocateur of a girl who's very immature mindset-wise, because you can clearly see she loves attention, using something so sensitive, something so deep and hurtful for some people to promote herself. Yes, I'm calling her out. I'm very suspicious of this thing. Remember, in the United States, they had the whole Jussie Smollett issue. Initially, what happened at first, people were quick to throw, oh, MAGA country, orange man bad, orange man bad. Then facts came out, oh my gosh, whoopsie daisy. In this case, fortunately, that's why I've taken a while to record the video, besides the fact that I've moved place. You can see it. The issue that I have here is we don't take a step back and actually reassess the whole situation first. I understand Mampintsha's plight. I actually understand, and I can understand where he's coming from and how he describes his situation. It's very believable. Why can't you believe it? There are many men who suffer the same fate. However, does it give him an excuse to hit her? As again, I said, never hit anyone unless it's for self-defense. And the fact that he's still with her, that to me is an issue in itself. He's a grown-ass man, still messing around with a 24-year-old. He loves her. He loves her. Because it's alleged, or it's reported that he says he even wanted to marry her.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But the family's saying no because she's the main breadwinner. That does not make sense to me at all. Makes no sense as to why the family would say because she's the main breadwinner, that's why you don't want her to marry. Bull crap. It's fishy. You're a grown-ass man and you're being run around by a 24-year-old. Little cojones. Little cojones. Yes, I'm calling out, dude. Little cojones. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe she has your cojones like that in a knot. For whatever reason, that's between you two. That's not my problem. My problem is you guys are messing with the real narrative in this case. You should be ashamed of yourself, because this is not the first time you guys are crying wolf. And for you to only come out now and say she's been abusive in the past, why? because only now you're under attack and now you feel like you need to reveal all the things? What about before? Why didn't you break up with her? Why didn't you only have a relationship that's only professional? That story, that narrative that you pushing, Mampintsha, does not hold water. Very suspicious. And that's my problem that I have with these types of narratives, is that when something happens, dudes, especially if you're gonna claim your woman is a crazy woman, she's crazy. Why are you with her still? Okay, fine. She changed. You love her. Fair enough. So, is it better? So if it happens again, why are you still sticking around? Because like I said, this is not the first time that these things is happening to this couple. It has happened many a times before. So, that's my plight with this thing, is that abuse is now being thrown around as if it's a willy-nilly, and this discredits other women who are really abused. In closing, guys, the only thing that I want to focus on right now is you. Because let's be honest, let's be frank with each other here, fellas. You are the initial problem. For you to raise your hand and strike the woman. But it doesn't start with the beating her with the hand and the fist and the kicks and the punches and the knees and the stomach. It doesn't start there. It starts with the words. It starts with the shaming. Why are you doing that? Why are you projecting your own insecurities like that? Why are you abusive? If you find yourself as a man being that way, I think it's time to reassess your life. I think it's time to get some help. You need the help. You deserve the help to be a better person. We should not be shunning you like that. We should not be throwing stones at you. We should actually be going, my brother, come here. You have wronged that woman. Let's find out why you've wronged her. So going forward, you never wrong anyone ever again. And you actually be happier. How about we as dudes ourselves, if we see our friends like that, how about we talk to them and say, dude, can you see the problem? Can you become a better person? Obviously, you can bring the horse to the river, but you can't make it drink as long as you've made that water available. That's the important part. However, last message to you guys who are the abusers, who are in the brink of being the abuser, check yourself. Seek that help. There's no shame. You are better than that. Whatever circumstances has led you down this road, forget it. It's in the past. What matters is what's in the future. Matters is you're not only fixing a relationship with other women that you will have in the future, but you're fixing a relationship with yourself. Perhaps you should start forgiving yourself, because this goes deeper. For you to have these thoughts and this way that you're treating women, or maybe other men, who knows? For you to be an abuser, it stems from somewhere. And you need to get to the root of it, pluck it out, be a better man. Be the best version of yourself. Because you can be. Peace.